And without further ado, folks, we're going to get the ball rolling here today with an acknowledgement of the traditional owners of the land, with a welcome to country and smoking ceremony. This will be explained to you by Uncle Greg and Uncle Wes. Please make them welcome. Uncle Greg and Uncle Wes.
Hello. You want to paint? I'd like to say
doing an Aboriginal drawing.
good afternoon to everyone, and I'd like to thank Ryde City Council for inviting me over here again for this special occasion. My name's Greg Sims. Everyone knows me as Uncle Greg. And firstly, I'd like to acknowledge that we're in Darug land. I'd like to acknowledge my elders past and present. Because we're Aboriginal people, we don't own the land owns us. We come from Mother Earth, we are the land. And I'd like to acknowledge we're on the land of the Wallamatical people of the Darug Nation. And within the Darug Nation we have 32 different clans, which goes from north of the Wiseman Ferry, all the way down the other side of Liverpool, up in the Blue Mountains around Mount Victoria, and all the way down to Sydney Cove. My mob are the Gadigal people of the Darug Nation. I come from the Whale people. And when we look at the Darug Nation, we have inland Darug and also coastal Darug. I'm one of the elders of Western Sydney, and because we're elders, we don't know everything, but we do have a lot of strong values. And those values we have, we like to share those values with everyone, so people can walk away with the strong values in the palm of their hand, and they can treasure them for the rest of their lives. Another thing we do as elders, we go out and teach how to break down barriers and build bridges, because we're great believers in the reconciliation movement, and I will always be part of the reconciliation movement, because no one owns this land, as I mentioned. No one owns nothing, and we all have to live together in harmony, walk across those bridges together, live together, and it's nothing better than sharing our remarkable stories by sitting around a fire and watching the flame dance before our eyes. We as Indigenous people, like, this country was a multicultural country before settlers came here. We have well over 500 different dialects. And within New South Wales, we have about over 126 languages, dialects, and so I'm just proud to be here today to for the Harmony Festival of 2009. And I'd like to say, Warrawee, that means hello. Miriga Godam Barak, friend, it's good to see you. And we're behind you, you'll see the sea of hands. We have our reconciliation stall there. So if you need to know anything, come over there, and I'll be doing workshops with the kids. And if you need to know a little bit about culture, then you come and have a talk to me, and hopefully I can help you. And Uncle Wes is with me today. He will be doing the smoking ceremony. And the smoking ceremony is a very strong, powerful thing. And only qualified people can do this, because not just anyone can just come on board and do smoking. So I'd like to give the welcome now. And this was a language before settlers came out here in 1788, and just after they arrived, because 85% of Aboriginal people in New South Wales got Irish blood. So you can just imagine from Sydney Cove coming out into the western cities at the foot of the Blue Mountains, most of us got Irish blood. So I'll give the welcome, and then we can get on with business. Charlie Mara, Dorika Pemel, Koi Maria Pemel, Nagarigi Bubana, Banaiman Waranang, Noi Daisy Guy, Toyang and Gamma Yaralang. The Galaringi Tiati, the Galaringi, the Gami guy. Kuyu will in Galagona Gal, Dagona Gal. Dala Lawi Mugu Bala Nagami. This is Lawi near Tremigana Gal. Jamia Tiati, the Galaringi or Jumana. Mediga Garang Barak, Ninja Daraga Pemo. didgeridoo. This is Dark Lands, the land of our ancestors. Their spirits still walk among us. Spirits that have been in since the dreaming. A language that has been passed down from generation to generation to continue an unbroken culture that has extended for thousands of years. In the language of our people, we welcome you to Dark Lands. Thank you, and have a lovely day. And just finishing up on that note, I'd just like to say, when we take our next step, just remember the ones that walked this land before. Thank you. Uncle Wes is going to talk about the smoking ceremony.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, my name is Wes Mann, and I'm here today to do the smoking ceremony. Now, the smoking ceremony is something that we, the Indigenous of Australia, have had for thousands and thousands of years. Now, we use the smoking for newborn babies. We dig a hole in the ground, we put a coolerman into it. A coolerman is a wooden dish that the women use to carry their babies and their food in. We place the baby in the coolerman, and we put the smoke over the coolerman. It's to get rid of all the bad things that can come from a woman's womb when the baby is born. We use it for young people when they get married. For whatever happens before the smoking doesn't mean a thing, it's what happens after. It's a cleansing ceremony. It's a cleansing, and it means a new beginning. When people die, we smoke them to send them on into the next life. Because we as Aboriginal people are very superstitious, and we believe that there is another life. We are reincarnated. I could talk, if you want to talk about this later on, I'll be over there, you can come over and we'll talk about it. We used it for sickness. And the leaf that I use, we call this leaf Apo. And it's a special leaf. It's very hard to get around Sydney. But people just walk through the smoke. If you want to, you can walk through the smoke. It's to get rid of everything that you carry with you. Bad spirits, whatever. But we believe in bad spirits and good spirits that follow us. Now I like this, and we'll get the smoke going. Anybody who wants to walk through the smoke can walk through the smoke. Council members and politicians have to walk through the smoke twice because they got twice the bad things to get rid of, haven't they? But I like this now, and then we'll, if you want to, you can walk through it. And I have some leaves there, which I use, and if any of you would like some of this leaf, to me it's a special leaf. You can take it with you or whatever. So I like that now, and we can get on with it. This way's the wind blowing. Right. Alright, it's coming this way, mate.
Okay, folks, I'd like you to put your hands in now. The big top right welcome for the Right Honourable Councillor and Mayor of the Big Man, the official welcoming.
I lectured today at the Unitarian Church in Wilson's Point, and the topic was religion or spirituality.
Yeah. And I wrote them down, and it was compassion.
Yeah.
Compassion for humanity. Conscious compassion. We don't look at and the second thing was sheer toughness.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. The third thing he said was like to bring the divine back into everyday life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I would have said the four things are air, water, chocolate, and God.
Yes.
I'll come around again. He's with the Liberal Party. We've got to leave him over there.